This video explains how the smart folders of Track of the Day work. Enjoy! SQL databases are very suitable for organizing large amounts of data. For lightning-fast access to all stored data, there is the structured query language SQL. Since version 4, Track of the Day also uses a SQL database to store tracks, routes and POIs. Some users, who have never worked with databases before and are not familiar with modern platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc., often have problems understanding the database concept of Track of the Day. They often sort files on their computers into sometimes huge folder structures. In many support calls and video chats, however, it is often found that the order created with folders is only a pseudo-order. When it comes down to it, many users can't find a specific file in the end. As a rule, however, it is precisely these users who would like to create complex folder structures in Track of the Day. The heart of Track of the Day, however, are GPX files. And the GPX standard doesn't provide support for folder structures in any way. Therefore, folder structures cannot be shared with other users. But because many users don't know any other way and have sorted everything into folders in Garmin Basecamp for many years, the calls for folders for Track of the Day simply didn't stop. With version 5, hashtags were added to Track of the Day as an ordering criterion. Instead of moving a route to a folder, you give it one or more hashtags. Via the assigned hashtags, you can then find everything again in a flash. But this approach is different from what many users are used to, and so even after the introduction of hashtags, the calls for folders did not fall silent. Version 6 now includes the smart folders. Smart folders allow you to create a flat folder structure and are based entirely on hashtags. Each hashtag can be viewed as a smart folder. Instead of assigning a hashtag to tracks, routes, or POIs, you now move them to a folder. Under the hood, however, this is nothing more than assigning a hashtag. Smart folders are called smart because they are transient, i.e. fleeting. As soon as a hashtag is no longer used on any track, route, or POI, it automatically disappears from Track of the Day. This means that the corresponding smart folder is automatically simply gone. In folder structures, a file cannot be in several folders at the same time, which is the biggest disadvantage of this ordering principle. It's different with the new smart folders, where the POIs of the best biker cafes can appear in many smart folders, for example. Let's take a look at how the smart folders work. To open the smart folders, type the keyboard shortcut Alt+X or select Open Smart Folder from the context menu of the map. The design of the smart folders is based on the Windows File Explorer. On the left-hand side, you can see the list of folders. If a folder is selected, you can see on the right side which elements are contained in this folder. All smart folders have an import button on the right-hand side, which can be used to open all elements of the smart folder. The items within a smart folder each have 4 buttons on the right edge for importing, displaying them in the database view, changing hashtags, and removing them from the smart folder. The items in a smart folder are shown in small orange captions. Each smart folder can contain as many tracks, routes, and POIs as you like. If you click on the Import button on a smart folder that contains some tracks and routes, all the elements contained in it will be opened. If items are already open, you will be asked if you want to close the open items. Alternatively, you can open the new elements additionally. Once opened, the hashtag filter will appear in the main menu. This filter will now show the name of the smart folder whose items you have opened. If multiple smart folders have been opened one after the other, the hashtag filter will include the names of all their smart folders. Now we select another smart folder and open individual items from this folder. Now let's open a route in a smart folder in the database view. Here we can now see the details of the route, i.e. the name, hashtags, start date, duration, distance, and much more. If you click on the smart folder icon on the right side of the title bar of the database view, the smart folders come back to the foreground. Next, I'd like to show you how to move items to smart folders. To do this, click on the button with the magnifying glass above the list of smart folders under Elements without tags. Now a list of all database elements opens on the right and a list of all hashtags that have already been assigned. A preview of all tracks and routes can be called up with a double click. If you select a track or a route, you can select one or more hashtags in the list above. To move the selected items to a folder, click on the Move to Smart Folder button in the title bar of the Smart Folder view. By clicking on the red garbage can, the selected elements are permanently deleted. To show you how to get started with the smart folders, I back up all the data with the Export All function. After that, I reset the database. All tracks, routes and POIs are now deleted and therefore you won't see any smart folders anymore. Now I import some tracks and routes that other users have shared via the cloud services into the local database. Now I'm going to open the Smart Folder view and click on the magnifying glass under Items without tags. Now I can assign the tracks and routes to one or more folders in order. Then I use the POI power search to search for restaurants around the cap course. I import all hits into the local database. Now I click on the magnifying glass icon in the Smart Folder view and navigate to the database category POIs. The freshly imported POIs are now displayed. I select all the elements and assign them the hashtags Corsica and restaurant and click the button to move them to the Smart Folders. In the list of Smart Folders, the new items restaurant and Corsica are now displayed. Now I open the POI search again and search for hotels in Sardinia. This time, however, I'm going one step further and assigning the hashtags hotel and Sardinia directly within the POI power search. After updating the Smart Folder view, these new hashtags will also appear as folders. I now import more hotels from Elba, Sardinia, and Sicily into the local database. Assigning the POI category and the name of the region is hashtags. Now I select the Smart Folder Hotel so that all kinds of hotels in different regions can be seen on the right side. All hotel POIs have the name of the region as a hashtag in addition to hotel. If you click on the region, the Smart Folder of the respective region will be selected. If you click on the hashtag hotel, the Smart Folder with the hotels will be selected. This also works with all other hashtags and allows for quick navigation among the Smart Folders. This is a modern form of navigation that doesn't allow for a classic folder structure in the world. If you click on a POI in a Smart Folder, it will be displayed as a red preview icon on the map. If you click on the POI icon on the map, the POI preview will open. Here you can now view the hotel via Google Street View and find further information such as telephone number, address, website, prices, and much more. Smart Folders can also be renamed. To do this, select the folder you want to rename and click on the button with the pencil in the upper right corner. Then enter the new name and close the dialog with OK. The list of Smart Folders will now update automatically. If you select an item within a Smart Folder and open the Edit dialog, you can deselect the hashtags of the selected item. If you click on Change Selected, this item will be removed from all Smart Folders. If you click on Change All items will be removed from the Smart Folder and the Smart Folder will disappear. And why does the Smart Folder disappear? Well, simply because it is transient. Finally, I would like to show you how to delete a Smart Folder. This action does not delete any items from the database, it simply removes the Smart Folder hashtag from all associated database items. To do this, I select the previously newly created Smart Folder Hotel and click on the red garbage can in the upper right corner. After answering the security question with yes, the selected smart folder disappears. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up and a comment. If you subscribe to this channel and click on the little bell, you will be automatically notified in the future as soon as there is a new tutorial for track of the day. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon.